Okay, Coach. Well, first opened way back in 1972. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium, part of the Truman Sports Complex here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Good. 180. 52. 52's the mark. Regular. Pass. Here we go. Real. Shift. Check. Let's go. Watch the shift.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
Go.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a game that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Big edge. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Quarterback.
On second down now. Swift. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Charles, they won last. Well, they told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Point it right.
Now a give right side. It's Bennett, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Good. 20. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 52's the mic, boys. Run. All day.
On second and 11 now. Mayfield.
Check 31.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line.
You better be ready. Let's go. Don't be scared of it.
Now Mayfield.
Check 43.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Come on now.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. Know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Go!
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Come off the ball. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Third and long for Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Come on, a lot.
They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Two tights. He's coming. We got double up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
On second and a couple, Trubisky. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
All day. Win the rep. Let's go.
First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's been a long day for you. Check 50. Who do you want?
And he'll give it here to his running back. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Check 53's Mike. Watch the curl.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
The way this game is going, the way that they possess the ball on the other side of the field, you go 3 and out here, you might not see the ball again until the 2nd quarter.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Trubisky. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
Another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 38. We're scoreless after one.
18. Right 80. Red up. Check three. Alert. Watch out. Undercrunch.
Now they try the right side here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
I'm coming.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's first and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
180. Mike 50. Hey, tight. Shift. Watch the shift. Red up. Tighten up. He's checking. Alert.
This is Freeman on first and 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Royce Freeman, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first out of the scoreboard here this afternoon. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be taken short. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Mike. 180. 55. Mike.
Tighten up. Pull together.
On second and 9, Mayfield. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
And what they're challenging here is the spot of the ball, and this is probably the hardest challenge to win.
So difficult because the speed of the game, the angles of the cameras, your angle from the sideline watching the play can often fool you into thinking that the ball should be placed in a different spot.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted Another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. The Eagles send out their punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Get up! 180!
Check 53.
You don't want none of that.
Give it. Pick up the ball.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Give him 30 yards there.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Yeah, that's what I do. Check 4. Switch it. Come on, switch it. You're coming.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Keep working.
A great effort there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, Eagles nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Good. 180. 52.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
They did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
55's Mike.
On third down, Mayfield. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Can't believe they let you play. Can't believe they even let you play.
And again, it's Mayfield. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff.
15-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your...
There he goes left side. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. As the first half is winding down, and the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Eagles take over.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield looks to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Quick hitch, complete. It's Vasquez. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
4 yards.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Mike.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Check 52.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And an alley to run. It's a foot race. The 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Keep doing it.
A great play there. His third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point safely through. And it is 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A second down throw for Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And it'll be upended after a gain of 5 up to the 25-yard line.
Don't be mad.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Exit.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Let's go.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats?
Who?
You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The 40-yard line.
Get up. 180. 53 is the mic. Let's go. Hey, 18. Hey, alert. Show an 8.
I got him. On me.
From the 40 now on second down. Trubisky. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. That one good for 26 and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
180. Check 53. It's our time. It's our time.
Mike, 53. 53.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. They're going deep for Hill. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
And 9 yards to go.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
I'm coming.
Bang!
Play action. Now Trubisky. He is going to find Hill here. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You know, you get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
180. Mike, check 53's Mike.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Get up. 180. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. You.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pull it on. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
7-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Option.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike's 5-2.
Hey, seam 6. Got nothing.
Mayfield to throw it. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Lutz with the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead.
Chiefs 35, Eagles 7.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Set to kick off.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 17-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Right there in the middle, 55. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Switch. Red, up. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up.
22 jet bomber.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He'll rifle this one deep right and got his man complete. Give him 32 on the play.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for first and 10.
Jam.
They'll run on first down. Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
You got it.
That's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
180. 53, Mike. Let's go, D. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Check. 180. Check. 53's Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Switch.
And to give this time to the tailback. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it.
Shift.
Alert. Greystone, travel.
Hey, check Mike. Watch 55. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Hey, ball.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And this is incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
180. 55.
Mayfield on first down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A big play there for Philly. 46 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your...
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
I want that. Give me that ball.
Now it's Trubisky.
Give me that ball, defense. Check 99.
He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Trubisky now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
SOS.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
I'm coming after you. Crashing. He's checking crash. Red, top 5. Mike 55. No chance. Mike 55. 55.
Now it's Trubisky.
Hey, let's get this.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Derek Barnett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Motion.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Come on, let's go. 6 guys.
They go play action. Trubisky. They complete it to Hill. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Mayfield now. Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Mike 42.
Mayfield now from the 50. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Mayfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Set. 180. Nice, sweetheart.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
It's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass the ball a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Now Mayfield on 4th down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Mike, 53.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Going to throw right side here, complete. The 40, 30, past the 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Good job.
A big play there. 99 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line.
Let's go.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the fourth quarter now. And the Titans really stretching things out now as they've scored again. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts, and in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Kansas City, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try again next week at home